Hello students, how are you all? Welcome back to the ChemMax channel. Today I am going to tell about the chemical classification of matter. Matter can be classified into two ways based on the chemical composition. Pure substances and impure substances, which is also called as mixtures. Pure substances again classified into elements and compounds. The elements are further classified into metals, non-metals, metalloids, noble gases. Whereas compounds are again classified into organic compounds, inorganic compounds. Whereas mixtures are classified into homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Let's come to the pure substances. Pure substances consists of only same kind of particles or single kind of particles. Coming to the properties of pure substances, all the constituent particles of a pure substance are same in their chemical nature. For example, iron, copper, silver, water, glucose, sodium chloride, etc. As we know, water contains hydrogen and oxygen, but they are always present in a fixed ratio. And therefore, like all other pure substances, water behaves as a single substance and having fixed chemical composition. Similarly, glucose has a fixed ratio of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. It behaves as a pure substance, and pure substances cannot be separated by simple physical methods. For example, dissolved solution of sodium chloride in water is a mixture. It can be separated from water by the process of evaporation. But sodium chloride itself is a substance and cannot be separated by physical processes into its chemical constituents. Substances can be further classified into elements and compounds. And some other examples of pure substances are gold metal, copper wire, sugar, salt, hydrogen gas, diamond. We can see these pure substances in our daily life. As I said, pure substances are further classified into elements and compounds. Let's come to the elements, the simplest form of a pure substance which can neither be decomposed into nor built from simpler substances by ordinary physical or chemical methods. The common examples of elements are hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, iron, lead, gold, mercury, etc. There are about 118 elements known at present. Out of these, 92 have so far been found to occur naturally and the remaining have been prepared in the laboratory. All the elements do not occur in the earth crust in equal proportions. About 20 elements make up 99% of the total earth crust. The most abundant elements in the earth crust are oxygen, silicon, aluminium, iron, calcium, sodium, potassium, hydrogen, chlorine, carbon, etc. Elements are further classified into metals, non-metals, metalloids. Non-metals includes noble gases also. If you see the metal properties, the metallic elements are generally solids, possess some characteristics such as bright luster, hardness, and ability to conduct electricity and heat. These are generally malleable and ductile. And some common examples of metals are copper, iron, silver, gold, aluminium, etc. About 80% of the known elements are metals only. Coming to the non-metals, these elements are generally non-lustrous, brittle and poor conductors of heat and electricity. The common examples of non-metals are carbon, oxygen, chlorine, fluorine, nitrogen, hydrogen, etc. Coming to the metalloids, there are only 7 metalloids in our periodic table, that is out of 118 elements. These are the elements which have characteristics common to both metals and non-metals. The examples for the metalloids are silicon, arsenic, bismuth, antimony, etc. The second kind of pure substance is compounds. Compounds are nothing but a pure substance containing two or more than two elements combined together in a definite proportion by mass and which can be decomposed into its constituent elements by suitable chemical methods. A compound always contains the same elements in definite or fixed proportion by weight. For example, water always contains hydrogen and oxygen in the ratio of 1:8 by mass. Similarly, carbon dioxide always contains carbon and oxygen in the ratio of 3:8. The properties of compounds are totally different from the elements from which these are formed. For example, hydrogen is combustible while oxygen is supporter of combustion, but water is a compound is normally used for extinguishing fire. The compounds may be classified into two ways: inorganic compounds and organic compounds. The example for the compounds are water, ammonia, carbon dioxide, hydrogen peroxide, etc. As I said, compounds are further classified as organic compounds and inorganic compounds. Organic compounds, these are the compounds which are obtained from living sources such as plants and animals. All these contain carbon. For example, carbohydrates, oils, fats, proteins, etc. are organic compounds. Coming to the inorganic compounds, these are the compounds which are obtained from non-living sources such as rocks, minerals, etc. For example, salt, marble, washing soda, etc. are under inorganic compounds. As I said, the matter is classified based on the chemical composition into pure substances and mixture. Let's come to the mixture. The matter which is obtained by mixing of more than one kind of pure substances is called mixture. That means mixture contains more than one kind of pure substances. For example, water plus salt. Water is a pure substance itself. Salt is a pure substance itself. So mixing of two pure substances gives the mixtures. A combination of two or more elements or compounds in any proportion so that the components do not lose their identity. For example, air is a mixture of several gases. The components of the mixture can be separated by ordinary methods. As we already learnt, mixtures are of two types: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixtures. Come to the homogeneous mixture. A mixture is said to be homogeneous if it has a uniform composition throughout. And the components of a mixture cannot be seen even under a powerful microscope. Homogeneous mixture are also called as solutions. Some examples of the homogeneous mixtures are air, seawater, brass, bronze, etc. Air is also a homogeneous mixture, and it is a mixture of a number of gases such as oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, etc. The composition of air is the same everywhere. The mixture in which the components are not mixed properly is called heterogeneous mixture. The composition is not uniform throughout in the heterogeneous mixture. That is, a mixture is said to be heterogeneous if its composition is not uniform throughout. These mixtures consist of two or more parts or phases which have different compositions. These have visible boundaries of separation between the different constituents and can be easily seen even with our naked eye. For example, mixture of sand and water. We can see the sand phase and water phase separately. We can see the boundary of these two constituents also. Till now, what have you learned, students? Let's see the chemical classification of matter. Based on chemical composition of matter, matter can be classified into two ways. The first one is pure substances and second one is mixtures. Pure substances, where the matter contains only single type of substance or same kind of particles. Mixtures, where two or more kinds of substances. Pure substances are further classified into elements and compounds. Elements are simply type of pure substances, whereas compounds are nothing but the combination of two or more elements to give a compounds. Elements are further classified into metals, non-metals, which includes noble gases also, and metalloids. Compounds are further classified into organic compounds and inorganic compounds. Organic compounds are nothing but which are obtained from living sources. Inorganic compounds are obtained from non-living sources. Come to the mixture. Mixtures are again classified into homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture in which the two or more components are mixed properly and we can see only single phase. Heterogeneous mixture where two or more components are not mixed properly and the composition is not uniform throughout. We can see more than two phases. Thank you. I hope you liked the video. If you like the video, comment, like, share and subscribe my ChemMax channel.